All right, so welcome again. And this is Football Pitch Fans. And as you all know how we do it here, as we talk about football, tactical analysis, and here we'll discuss and dissect matters regarding football. And today we actually want to dissect and look into 5 fixtures of Chelsea and also that of Arsenal. And here in the studio, I have with me the butcher of Shangala. How you doing?
Very well, my brother. How's it going?
It's actually the best time to be a Chelsea fan, isn't it?
We feel confident. You see, my chin is up here. It's feeling good.
They say you have to pad, the shoulders of all Chelsea fans.
I just took off my shoulder pad when I was coming in. They collected it in Guarimpa.
All right, so in the studios with me, I have
Tboy AFC.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling fly, of course. I'm feeling good. Chelsea fans are just bragging up and down. We have been there before. Last 2 seasons. We have been there before. It actually feels good to be contending for the title because it's actually been long since Chelsea. Don't worry. You guys should feel yourself. Year goes to end.
Sorry, can I please ask how old you are? Because I'm sure you've not witnessed any Premier League. I can see your face, you're in your 20s. So I'm pretty sure the only Premier League Arsenal has won in your adulthood, you probably did not witness it. I can bet my life. So I don't know why you're talking about being there and done that, and I don't understand. Because it's either you people will start...
Why are you bringing God to a knife fight? I don't understand.
I was just trying to make a point.
I was actually talking about you contending for the title.
So contending for a title year in, year out, you now finish maybe second, third. Second is the first loser. I hope you know.
Yeah.
Second is the first loser.
Are you a title contender?
This season?
Yeah, this season.
No, I just played. We told you now. I just played for 3 seasons. I just played for 3 points. 3 points here, 3 points there. Just drop. 3 points here and there, and that's it.
All right. So before we enter into it right now, let me just try to lay the ground properly. So right now we actually want to look at the 5 games which we actually have right now. And for us now, they have Everton, Crystal Palace, they have Ipswich, Brentford, and also Brighton. So I want to quickly ask you, out of these 5 games right now, how many points, these 15 possible points in these games right now, how many points do you think Arsenal can actually clinch from these fixtures?
Well, I think the 15 points is achievable for us. Yeah, if you should ask me, because we're in a situation whereby we cannot afford to lose points, As a title contender, you're supposed to be clearing such matches, grabbing the 3 points, go game by game, you understand? As it stands now, we cannot afford to lose any points against, towards these 5 fixtures.
So even a draw?
Not a draw.
So you right now, if you can't clinch the 15 points from this game, from these fixtures right now, it's just over for you. The season is over for you.
No,
is that what you're saying?
No, it's not an answer, you understand? I believe in my club. I believe in Arsenal. We can do this. You get?
Okay.
Yeah, so we're actually going to clinch 15 points out of those 5 fixtures. It's achievable. Yeah.
All right, so Butcher, let me ask you, out of these possible 15 points in these fixtures, Chelsea have Brentford, Everton, Fulham, Ipswich, and Crystal Palace. Out of these 15 possible points in these fixtures right now, how many do you think Chelsea can actually clinch from these fixtures?
I think we'll clinch maybe 16 or 17. Because we need to give people Jara.
You're going ahead now. You're going ahead.
Give these people Jara. Maybe they'll give it because the team is playing so well. From that 15 points, they have to even change the rule because we're too good. They will have to give us maybe 2 or 3 extra points. Maybe 18 points. I think you should put it at 17. I'll leave it at 17. But from the fixtures, I think the only difficult match I can see there. The only 2 difficult matches I've probably seen there is Everton and Crystal Palace because they are
Everton.
They are a low blocking team when they see big teams. Yeah, they tend to defend more. But with the form Chelsea is in right now, I think 50 points is sure. With 1 Jara.
Another thing. When you're in a good run of form, when you're winning all your matches, whenever they ask you, are you sure? Are you going to drop points? You'll be like, no, until it happens. You see this weekend.
Experience, right?
I'm talking from experience. Wow, it's been long. No, it's been long. They contending for the title, you understand? I've been contending for the title for 3 seasons. You get?
Your bag open.
Before the match, I'll be like, I'm not sitting if you beat Arsenal, but when match, that everywhere we all war. You understand? So, you guys should enjoy the dance, like I would always say.
Okay.
You see this weekend, if Chelsea no drop point this weekend,
What happened? Do you want to make a bet? Because
I feel like use my sister bet to but Chelsea will surely drop point this weekend. I'm telling you.
No, let's be
because
far.
Brentford have a very good record over Chelsea, and in football, record doesn't sleep.
Make I sip my tea first before I answer you.
Okay. The last 5 meetings, you understand? Okay. How many points have you collected in Brentford's head?
Okay, the last 5 meetings we've collected, I think, 1 point.
Yeah, just one draw. Yeah. 2 points.
It has been 2 draws.
Yeah, 2 draws. Yes.
So that has been the old Chelsea. Not this current Chelsea. We're brewing with confidence, contending for title in the last 3 years, like you are saying, and all of that. It's still the same thing. There are 2 different. This is Chelsea. London is blue. This is a Chelsea team that has won the Champions League. It's a Chelsea team. Let me land.
Where were you 2 years ago? Where were you 2 years ago? Let me say because of this much.
Let me land. The major thing about football is, like you are saying, that you will see that you are in a good run of form and it's bottling. You guys bottle things. You'll be in a good run of form and after, like last season, I was playing football in Ibadan with my friends and they are all Arsenal fans.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is impossible. How would you guys lost to Aston Villa and that cost you the title? That's bottling it. The Chelsea's DNA is different. When we're in a run of form, we just, tend to go. Definitely we're going to drop points, but I don't see anything happening this weekend, like you're saying. Maybe in one of the next 5, we'll probably drop a point or, drop 2 points, maybe a draw, even a loss. But what I'm saying is, we're not in the position to bottle things like your team, for instance, because you are now wanting to project yourself to us, which is not, why we are here. Do you want some tea?
Wait.
All right.
We're brothers, London.
We are not brothers.
We don't like each other.
We are not brothers. We are not brothers. If you ask an Arsenal fan, okay, there was a show I was watching a couple of days ago. They asked an Arsenal fan if he would prefer to win the league and see Chelsea win another Champions League. It was like, no, he would rather become second than see Chelsea win another. How is that? Am I your brother?
It's not me. That's Arsenal. That was not me.
If you bottle this season, you will bottle this season as usual. Maybe you will bottle the top 4.
No, like you said, we bottle the top 4.
Yeah, you bottle the top 4 because you are not bottling. We
all know that you guys are title contenders.
We are not title contenders. Like we are saying, we are not title contenders.
Ask you a question right now, Tboy.
Yeah.
You said definitely Brentford is actually, a strong team. And you are sure you can actually go all the way to bet anything whatsoever that Chelsea must drop points in your words. You say they must drop points this weekend.
Yeah.
So one simple question, if Chelsea can go on to win that game to surprise you, do you feel that Chelsea right now is in the game?
Seriously, even without them winning this game against Brentford, that Chelsea are actually contending for the title. You understand? This is a different Chelsea, I must say. I don't like Chelsea, but when you see truth, you just have to say it, because this thing that is happening to Chelsea right now, it has happened to Arsenal. Like 2 years back, we were just hoping for top 4, but all of a sudden, we started winning our games like at ease, like our style of play changed, and this is exactly what is happening in Chelsea right now. If they should continue like this, Baba, they will clinch the title. And we all will go to sleep. We don't go rest. We don't go see air.
So which means right now you just said Chelsea is of a different DNA than Arsenal, because Arsenal wasn't hoping for the title, just top 4. But all of a sudden they ended up second. So Chelsea right now is not going to end second, but they're going to clinch.
No, they're not going to clinch. It's like they are going to contest. They're going to try.
They're trying already.
They are still trying now. Like the league, the numbers of games is still long. The season is just getting started. You understand? So I think Chelsea is going to go far this season, because
where you see Chelsea ending?
If you should ask a Chelsea fan that how far this season are you going to make top 4, they will just look you and pass. Last season, Chelsea fans, none of them like talking about football. Like anything that concerns football, they don't want it. Like you said, he stopped buying Chelsea's jersey for like 2 years.
I saw subscribing DSTV too.
You're not a true fan. Let me tell you, you're not a true fan. See, I've been in Arsenal even when we have not, even when we can't even clear the least Carabao Cup. I've been in Arsenal. I've been flying my jets. I'm a proud gunner. You understand? We win together. You understand?
Yeah.
You understand? If you're supporting a club, you'll be there with them in their hard times and in the good times. But last season, you were nowhere to be found. If they ask you about which club you support, you'll be like, I'm a Barca fan. That's what they usually used to say. Or they tell you, no, is it Man City? Or you'll be like, I support Man City. You guys love, like and why it is sweet. You get. But I'm very happy for Chelsea because you guys have been through a lot, Like one of my friends, he said, so take my pen has been his... No,
but I want to ask you a question before I go to Butcher. The period where Chelsea actually had a downslide, for example, for how long? Can you compare that with how long Arsenal have been in that slow
just
state?
for 2 years and they've lost interest in their club. But me, since when I born my papa. You understand?
I can see where it's coming from.
Since when I born
what
my
do you have
papa,
to say, Butcher?
All I have to say is suffer no dey tire you see suffer no dey
it's my
tire
club. No,
that's the thing.
You can't leave your home.
That's what we're saying.
You can't leave your home.
We did not leave our home.
Okay. Then why did you stop buying Chelsea jerseys?
We were. I mean, I was not just proud of the team.
You're not proud of the team.
I'm entitled to not being proud of a team when they are doing badly.
Yeah.
And I knew, there was going to be a fix. So my major problem with the Chelsea's change was with Abramovich and all of that. I was really pissed that the UK government and the way they handled the situation and, taking our team away from what we're used to. But at that aside, please, stop projecting Chelsea. Stop projecting Arsenal and Chelsea. 2 years ago, you were there, you were not doing this. No. This is Chelsea. Chelsea is different from Arsenal. We are not. We are just playing for. Like we will tell you, we are playing for 3 points. Quite all right. But the Chelsea DNA, the Chelsea blood, it makes us winners. We might end up winning the league. We might just end up winning the league. But that aside, we are not in any way Arsenal in last 2 years, last 3 years. Stop comparing us. We are not.
Okay, are you better than Arsenal? Like currently, are you better than Arsenal 2 years ago? The Arsenal of 2 years ago, are you better than them?
Yes, we are, because Arsenal of 2 years ago did not win anything.
That makes you a title contender.
Arsenal of 2 years ago.
If you guys didn't win the league this season, you guys have bottled it.
No, we are not. It's
yes or no.
You are putting this. Like I said, we are playing for 3 points. We are not there yet. We are way ahead of schedule. We are playing matches to win.
Are you trying to tell me that you guys are playing for nothing?
We are playing to win. We are just playing to enjoy ourselves. We are just playing to gel, and we are getting there. We are getting. We are getting.
I see what you're trying to do.
We are getting there. We are just trying to play to, we are trying to play.
You guys playing mind games, especially your coach Enzo Maresca. You come over to the press and be like, no, but all those things, we know all those things. See, we are the king of dark arts. You understand? When it comes to Mago now, we be number one. Okay. So just chill.
But at the same time, we're not going to claim we're title contenders because nobody put us in this spot. We just started hitting from a couple of weeks ago. Yeah. We saw the signs towards the end of last season that the team was gelling and, we're playing very well. And most people were surprised when they sacked Pochettino. Yeah. Me, for instance, I was, because I was like, who is this Maresca guy? And then I'm not a fan of, going to YouTube to watch highlights, because that is your highlights. They tend to put the best thing, that you've done. So I was just hoping to see, what he does and all of that, handling the only problem I have with Chelsea right now is they have too many players. So right now there is the League Cup, there is the Conference League and all of that. So players, all the players there are these, like, everybody's playing some type of football at some point. So when those things go, say for instance, something happens, they leave the Conference Cup, Joao Felix and the rest, the Nkukus and all of that, they become, really unhappy and it causes a rift in the dressing room. That is the part of Chelsea I'm not, willing to see in the next couple of weeks. But as long as they're in the other, competitions, maybe the team B, because they have like 3 11s. They have 2 strong, solid 11s. Yeah. And, it is when, players become unhappy and you start, having, it deepens the form and all of that. That's the point I'm trying to make sure we don't get into. and by God's grace,
but I think that was actually one of the first steps Maresca actually did when he came on board. He actually trimmed the squad from 44. He trimmed it down to like 23 or 27.
Even at that, there are still too many good players on the bench.
Yeah.
You cannot replace a Kopama with a Joao Felix. You cannot be replacing Jackson with Nkunku. These are world-class players at the moment. The world-class players that we are used to in the world, like the Ronaldos, the Kakas, and all that, they are no longer existing. I mean, the world footballer for this year is Rodri. That is the best player on earth right now. Rodri, can you imagine? Let's say we were supposed to have Vinicius Jr. Imagine you are comparing Vinicius to a Neymar of before or Ronaldinho and all of that. So world football do not really have, great players anymore. So Nkunku, Joao Felix and all of that, they are still very, very top players that they will feel they need to be in the first team. So when that unhappiness starts to come, that is the point that, you can start, seeing crisis in the current Chelsea team. But right now, if Maresca can keep up with what he's doing right now, I mean,
wow,
we are not going to still win the league, but we'll play for 3 points. I will collect this weekend. So.
Okay, let me ask you lastly before we actually round up. So where do you see Arsenal finishing at the end of the season? Just a brief question. You just kind of don't think it too much.
I'm not thinking.
Okay,
just for you to learn.
Yeah, I understand it.
I see us clinching the title, of course. Chelsea finish.
Okay, where do you see Chelsea?
I see Chelsea let me not be biased. Like third position is okay for Chelsea.
Third position
is achievable. For
you just said I don't want to be biased.
I don't want to be biased.
Okay.
Yeah. Third position for Chelsea. Yeah. They're going to make top 4.
So without being biased or fearing any human interference, you actually see Chelsea, ending third.
Yeah. They're going to make the Champions League.
So what about you, Butcher? Where do you see Chelsea ending? Your team, where do you see them ending?
I would answer we're in game week 16.
Yeah.
I would answer this question in game week.
No, just like it's not substantial. It's not just something. Just say it. Don't think about it.
The right now, the way they are playing, right now, the way they played last. So I was so confident when Tottenham scored that 2 goals. Ejiro called me, and regularly I wouldn't pick up his call. But he called me, I picked up and I was like, guy, don't worry, we go win. So when the third goal was called, I called him, I was like, guy, they're outside your house. Come outside. And then when we were talking on the phone, the fourth goal came in. And I was like, okay, this team is actually bad. So if they continue the way they are going right now, top 4 finish is what I would aim for. Because that's actually our realistic target for the season. Top 4, yes.
So where do you see us now with the way things are going right now? Just right now. With the metrics of right now.
They're actually a very, very, very good team. Especially with their whole set piece. I don't ever understand the set. Having a corner kick is now like having a penalty. So with the whole, set piece now, teams are going to be scared, especially the corner kick. I think they are going to score at least 1 or 2 corner kick goals in every 2 to 3 matches because now teams are scared of, because of the whole hype around it. Now teams the moment, I mean, they scored one this weekend and I was like, this shouldn't even have happened. There was one that Partey almost scored as well. And I was like, that's a sitter. That should have been a goal. So teams are confused now. They don't really understand what the whole, set piece thingy is. I would still give them a top 4 finish, but I know they are bottlers, so they are not even title contenders. They are going to finish top 4, definitely top 4, but they won't win the league.
So that is what it is right now. So just let's see how he actually plays out. So
Yeah, of course, yeah. We'll sit. Yeah, we're all here, so we'll just sit and watch and see how it's going to be.
Yeah, I love this game. All right, so this is where we're actually drawing the curtain for today's section. And thank you so much if you have been watching up to this very moment. We appreciate it, and please do check more of our videos which we covered on other topics on our channel. And in case you want to be part of what we do, we actually have what we call a calling section, and this is where we actually call fans. Anywhere they are to actually call us in and discuss matters regarding football. And thank you so much. For the weeks coming up on weekend, stick around with us because we are going to be doing a match recap there where we are going to be asking fans questions and their views on the respective match which they actually participated in. And thank you. And today I have with me the Shangala Butcher.
Thank you very much for having me.
All right, there we have Tboy AF. And with us here, we see you on the next one. Thank you so much.